what we need to do. So we really need to get up and do it. We need to get together, and we need to, I was called 2 days ago to go on the BBC to record something in relation to crime and what I thought about them, the change in holding, isn't it, in
Yes.
prisoners.
Yeah.
And they wanted to know what I thought about it. And they were saying, well, the papers are saying, well, you're going to send all these people out and blah, blah. I said, but if someone's not guilty, what we tend to do is say they're guilty first and then find out afterwards they're not guilty, when it's not supposed to work like that. And I said that, and I'm not sure whether they put it over the air. That was the other thing. So we need to recognize that the media is actually doing this as well.
Because they didn't want you to say that, because
No,
your
they
Mothers
didn't.
Against Violence, so they immediately see victims.
That's
they
right.
want you to rant and rave against
That's
the
right,
perpetrators.
yes, I knew that, yes.
And
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're off message.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you're
It
off
was
the message.
recorded,
So
and it was kind of a
that's right.
because I
That's
sat in
right.
front of the camera, and
Yeah.
it was going out
Yeah.
at the time of the news.
Yeah.
But I don't know whether it went down to London or whether it came in Manchester. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean, that is it, and we need to do something about it. We
Yeah.
can't just sit here. It's for not only for us, it's for our children and our children's children,
Yeah.
because our children could get caught up in something that they're not responsible for, that they're not guilty for, and they will end up in prison as well. And we need to do something about it.
I live in an estate on West Gorton, in West Gorton. I like it there. I'm surrounded by the issues, that I care about. But I could walk around now and point to you children who I tell you now will be prisoners in 10 years, no question about it. And it's so sad, because they're not bad kids, The kids today, people would think they've grown horns or something. They're no better, they're no worse. They're just kids. They've got more problems, massive problems now. But I could go around my estate and say him, and him. And that's pretty sad, when you know that with intervention now, proper intervention, and treating them as individuals, you could sort their lives out, a lot cheaper as well.